My name's Nigel Stefani, and I draw people, I draw animals, I draw personalities. I've been drawing forever. It's the one constant thing in my life. It was sort of my one escape from the world around me, I think. Every time I do a piece of work, even though it's of completely different things, I don't feel like it's ever the best piece I've ever done. So I want to get to a point, maybe I won't ever, where I feel like I've really nailed what I've been trying to do for the last sort of 10 years. But I don't know if that's a goal. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I keep going. If I get to that point, maybe I'll want to stop. My practice has changed. It kind of changed slowly and then like a bit of a snowball. So I think it changed from simply a literal representation of something that I'm looking at into thinking, oh, how do I create personality from something I'm drawing? I wanted to try and work out how I could portray someone's personality physically in a single piece. So if you look at that piece, you see more than just what they look like. And that was just lots and lots and lots and lots of errors and playing around until I became confident in the act of producing something that I actually felt gave the sitter their personality, did them justice. The most interesting bit of feedback I got from a sitter was, not necessarily feedback, but opinion of a piece I drew of two actors called Sinead Matthews and Ben Whishaw. Our interpretations of what we thought they were totally different. So it was the first time I think that we didn't match in what we were trying to do. That was really interesting. It was probably the most informative, terrifying and wonderful conversation following a reveal of a piece I've ever had. So my process always begins with a conversation. I will be with the person in front of me and we will talk about themselves. So I will ask them questions that sort of reveal their personality. I'm trying to get a sense of their being. So it will be fairly personal. And that process is recorded audibly and recorded visually by a photographer. From that I will then listen to the conversation over and over and over again and start to create imagery from their answers. Once I've created the composition and I feel like it's at a point that is ready to draw, I'll then sort of plot out a very simple pencil drawing, like a skeleton as it were, get the things in the right place, and then I'll put the flesh on and create the living person. This piece is a drawing of a model, a guy called Andre Petric, and when I started drawing Andre was still Andre, and now I believe he's now called Andrea. He came onto the fashion scene as being a beautiful man who was doing women's wear campaigns. This is a reflection of the fact that he was voted into FHM's 100 sexiest women before I think they realised that it was in fact a man, which I just found that beautifully ironic. My work isn't about me, it's about the person. So they have to give me as much as possible, because if they gave me nothing, I'd have nothing. So that's why every time I finish a piece I get the person to sign it as well, because without them it wouldn't exist. There's no one in the world I wouldn't want to work with. No one. Because everyone has something to say. There's no such thing as a boring person. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.